Hi, my name's Josh from ptstartupsecrets.com, and in this video I want to talk about focus and the power of focus in your personal training business. So focus is everything when it comes to growing your personal training business. You know, if you've been in this business for any period of time and you've looked for advice or help online, you would have been, you're overloaded with tons of different information and noise in terms of how to grow your personal training business. So you might have been told to do Facebook Lives every day, add add everyone you can on Facebook, DM everyone you can on Instagram, be on social media every day, write a blog, build a website, tons and tons of information that might leave you, there's so much of it that might leave you confused and just unsure of what to do, and even alongside that, even outside of your personal training business, the amount of distractions you might come across are endless. I know trainers who, are into network marketing for another product. They're into property, they're into trading. They're into, so in terms of trading, stocks and shares and currencies. They're into, other businesses and, all these things that are outside of their personal training business. And, I've been guilty of this myself. I've been guilty of doing the network marketing. I've been guilty of trying to get into property. I've been guilty of a lot of these things. And each time I've made those mistakes, my money has just dropped incredibly and quickly as well. And, if only I knew then that everything I wanted was right in the gym, I would have just stayed in the gym. And essentially, if you want to grow your personal training business, there is no point looking elsewhere, looking outside of the gym. Even when it comes to getting new clients, there's no point spending hours on social media, posting twice a day, doing Facebook Lives, going in Facebook groups and doing all of these things that you might hear is all of these tactics. There's no point because, essentially the money is right there in front of you. Now, if you have dreams of becoming an online trainer or a fitness celebrity or a fitness influencer or anything like that, then by all means, you need to do those things. But in terms of if you want to make money right now, if you want to make a great living at the gym right now, and, I'm talking about, aiming for 5, 6, 7, 8,000 plus months, like 5, 6, 7, 8,000 a month, those kind of months, that should be that's a perfectly attainable goal in your gym. Especially if your gym has, if it has thousands of members and there's only there's a number of, like a handful of PTs in there, there is no reason why you shouldn't be making those numbers, wherever part of the country you are. Now, obviously I'm based in London, but even if you're outside of London, if you position your business right and you set it up right, and you run your operations correctly, there is no reason why you shouldn't be aiming for 5K plus a month. I've had conversations with trainers who, the sound of 5,000 a month is just mind blowing in terms of from their fitness business, but it can be done. I've had months where I've made over 11,000 in a month, and and I'm sure you can do at least half of that. That's possible. Now, I'm not saying I do those every month, but once I've nailed down and once I really understood the power of focus, it's really made sense in terms of how much I can actually make, how many more members and clients I can have at one go. Because essentially, when you're, the main thing is just to focus on the few basic things, which if you've watched my videos for any amount of time, you know what the basics are in terms of how to get new clients. Yeah. So let me put this here. Basics. So essentially the basics are, as you know, or you should know, is you want to speak to as many members as you can. So that's speaking to members on the gym floor. That's teaching classes. That's doing inductions, answering the door. Those 4 can make you those numbers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Trust me. You don't need to be going on social media. You don't need to be posting 3 times a day. You don't need to be writing ebooks and PDFs, collecting emails. Just stay in the gym and focus on getting yourself familiar, getting yourself known in front of the members that you see every day. Your gym is, if you work in a commercial gym, so, let's say it's a Pure Gym, Gym Group, any gym like that, You know, there's going to be thousands of members who are all paying. They're paying members. These are hot leads. You know, these are hot leads because they have a problem, or they have a need, they have a desire to exercise, they have a desire to get from one state, chances are, to another state. Otherwise they wouldn't be there. Whether that's even just to feel better about themselves. You know, majority will be weight loss, some will be building muscle, but everyone's got a vision of where they're trying to get to, and they're paying for it. So essentially, your personal training service is just the next level up. You know, if you want to really understand how lucky you do have it to work in a commercial gym, just try and approach people outside, you know, in public, outside of a train station, by a bus stop, outside, you know, your high street, and just speak to them about personal training and see how much luck you get, versus speaking to people who are really interested, they're really qualified, they're paying, and they're trying to get help, or they're trying to get to a desired state, if that makes sense. You know, and essentially, you know, anyone that's in a class, for example, in an induction, you know, these people need help because that's why they're doing those things. You know, if you go on if you should be at the stage as well in your gym where you know you're so familiar with the gym, you're so familiar with the members that you can spot a new member on their first day in the gym. That's how familiar I was with my gym, where if there was a new member, I would speak to them and they would say how it's their first day, or this is their first week, or this is their first, second or third time in the gym. And, you know, that only comes with spending time in the gym. Because there was times where I'd be away from the gym, you know, when I was, you know, lost and confused with all the noise of should I do this, should I do that? You know, that's when I spent less time in the gym. And that's when I started to become a stranger in the gym. If you become a stranger in the gym, then that's where you know you're not spending enough time in there. Where there's people in the gym you don't recognize and you feel uncomfortable because you're not familiar with all the faces, you're not doing your job right. And this brings me to my next point, which is sacrifice. If you want sacrifice, if you want to really make this work for you and make the money that I'm talking about, the amount of money that I know you can make, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8 plus a month in a low cost gym, or in a low cost gym or commercial gym, this is going to be really important. So I admit the times where I've made the most money, I've been going out the least amount of times. I've been spending less time hanging out with friends, going out partying, you know, spending less time on social media, interacting, spent less time on WhatsApp. And that's caused my money to go crazy, skyrocket. You know, you want to eliminate all the things that don't make you money and just laser focus on the things that do. So that's the basics. That's being in the gym. It's really simple. This is a really simple video. I mean, this video is probably dragging on, but, you know, essentially one sentence is just want to stick to the basics. Block out all the noise, all the things that don't make you money, just cut out. If you do need to do them, then allocate times in your week to do them. So maybe a Sunday you spend times with friends, or a Saturday night is that one time that you go out, you know, do whatever you need to do. But for the rest of the week, from Monday to Friday, you know, you want to treat this like your baby, like your business. It's your business, essentially. It's up to you to make this work. You know, if you're, you know, come from working a job, then you know you can put 50% effort in. You can be on Facebook, you can be on Instagram, you can be scrolling, and you're still going to get your salary at the end of the month. But as a, you know, independent business owner, this is all up to you. And essentially, you know, if you weren't aware, you know, you probably, you know that, you know, you're gonna have to work harder than you've ever worked before, because you don't have that safety net of a salary, of a job. So yeah, just focus, sacrifice, grind it out, and yeah, you could be hitting those numbers that I've talked about, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus months. In terms of K, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 pound a months you can be getting easily, I'm telling you. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment as well. You know, I read all the comments, I respond as well. I love hearing what you have to say. Connect with me on Instagram, Facebook. You know, obviously I've talked about don't use social media, but the only reason I am on social media is to connect with you. So that's why I'm there, so you can connect with me on there. And yeah, if you want help in terms of, you know, how you can grow your personal training business, the best ways to get started, or, you know, or learn the secrets that's, help me to make, have months of making over 11,000 a month, visit my website, ptstartupsecrets.com, and yeah, I'll be more than happy to help you.